Hello everyone, welcome again. I'm still working with Meryl, and what I'm going to do now is show you a nighttime, more dramatic smoky look. I get a lot of requests for that, so that's what we're going to do now. We have Meryl already, I applied a gold and a brown and a beige on her eye, and I have some powder underneath just in case if any excess falls, it'll catch it. That's what that white powder is underneath. And so I'm going to do a really basic, easy, smoky eye. I'm going to do it with our angled brush to start, which is right here. This is actually our dual tip brush, eyeshadow and liner. And then I'm also going to use a blending brush, which this is from Christopher Drummond Beauty as well. I used it in the previous tutorial, and it's a travel brush. It's short and cute. And those are the two brushes that I'm going to use for this. So we're going to start off. This is a cream to powder liner, and you can also use it as a brow color, and it's in black. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to put some on the tip of the brush. I'm going to ask Meryl to close her eye, and then we're just going to take it from the inside corner right at the base of the lashes and go across. I try not to drag too much, but just go across, and I go out a little more because I want to extend Meryl's eye out and up. You don't have to be perfect with this right now because we're going to be putting other stuff on top of it, so you don't have to be perfect. So I'm doing it quickly, and you blend it a little bit, but again, don't worry about how you're doing this step of it. Next, we're going to take a dark green color, and I use this on a lot of different people because it looks really good. It almost looks black, and I'm going to go right over everything that I just did, just like that. Now I'm going to do a little more of a perfected smoky look, so this isn't going to be a real sloppy editorial look. It's going to be more of a sophisticated smoky. And again, we're going to bring this up a little bit so it pulls the eye up. I'm going to also take a little on the outside corner, very small amount, and blend that. If you wanted to, you could do more on the outside corner right there. It really depends on how dramatic you want to get with it. And just kind of play with it a little bit and make sure you blend this with that, just like that. Okay, now what I'm going to have Meryl do is open your eye, Meryl, and look up for me. Just look all the way up at the ceiling. And I'm going to pull her eye taut. And I haven't put any more powder on because I want to see how this is going to look. I don't want to do too much, because I don't want to look too dramatic. Meryl normally doesn't wear tons and tons of makeup, so we don't want to make her look like a clown. So if you notice, I did this all the way in about 2/3 of the way. Let me turn her head a little bit just so you can see. I did all the way to about here. If you wanted to, you could go all the way in. It doesn't really matter. That's all about preference. And then what I'm going to do on top of that is I'm going to take the same liner that I had before and put it on the inside. Pull that down and go right on the inside. This is a little more dramatic, and it helps to define the eye more by doing that. Now, you can stop there if you want. That's, one form of a smoky look, or you can continue if you'll close and continue and blend it. As we all know, that's my favorite word of the day. And continue blending it, and then blend it with your finger as well, and that way it'll get a little more of a smudgy look. But again, we're keeping this a really simple smoky look, so I don't want to do too much. But that's one way, if you'll open, that you can have, if you have about 2 minutes, you go from a daytime look to a dramatic smoky look. You can also bring this all the way down if you like. Again, that's preference. And if you want to, as a final step, take the liner once again, pull the eye taut, and just go over with the liner again. It depends on how dramatic you want the look to be. And open. And then I'll go a little more on the outer corner. And then we would finish that up with some mascara. And I'm also going to take that same liner and I'm just going to, in a very small amount, accentuate the eyebrow with the same product, our cream to powder eyeliner and brow fix. And see the difference between this eye and that eye. And especially the brow makes a big difference. And there you go. That is our evening smoky look done on Meryl. Brushing my extra powder off there. And there you go. That's our nighttime smoky dramatic look.